Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? This is your buddy John again. Um, Another new Dimash song that I had not heard of yet. The story of One Sky. Um, a lot of people have asked me to do this one next. Um, they said it's very pertinent of I guess situations that are going on around the world right now, and I believe from what they were telling me is that it really had to do with um, war, and as we know, there's so many conflicts and wars going on around the world that uh, it's just it's just so heartbreaking. Um, I guess I can go into a little bit more detail later, but for now, let's get into the video and check it out, and then we'll see what comes out of it. All right. So Dimash, um, the story One Sky. Story One Sky.
Can't believe what's happening at all. Vipers crazy, we want to fall. We are the reason we're causing all that pain. To the secret room that give us life. Billions of hearts, billions of cells and souls and dreams, billions of lives shouldn't ever turn to senseless horror. So
All right. Sorry to pause it because chances are video is going to be blocked. But anyways, um, I can see where this is kind of going. Um, and and plus it's in English, so it's a little easier for me to understand. Plus the subtitles on the bottom. So, oh man, if it's gonna go where it's gonna go, that's gonna be one that's gonna pierce the heart. So let's get back.
As a ruler, my task is to keep order and protect my country. But I don't deprive you of your freedom. The world is open for me, and I want to give it to you.
Just is here. Can't repent all that of your regret. Our future is impossible to say. So when all the praise your Bible's falling, we decide to stop the dreaming. We decide to follow their
You must be strong yourself, freedom, and bring it. United, we will enter every city, every place. We will lead everyone who is ready to start a new life. Anyone who resists will not find a place next to us. War is the way to unite people.
Learn to share again their love, not share. To live again, we have passed the moment of invention, not in the peace. We have to stand. Time is up. It's time to save the earth, the earth. Here is the chance. Can we balance all that we regret? Our future is impossible to save. So when all the crazy rumors falling, we decide to stop the trend. We decide to follow them.
I'll give you my thoughts later. But just like any war, the true people that suffer are the ones that are giving their lives, fighting, you know, in the perspective, armies or air forces or, navies, whatever. And a lot of times they're not told exactly what's going on, why they're going to war. And the poor innocents, the poor people in these cities that have nothing to do with what's going on in their governments are the ones that are suffering. The mothers, the sisters, the brothers, fathers, mothers, cousins, grandmothers, grandparents, if they don't lose their lives, they lose somebody in their family. And for what? All these people that are making these decisions are hundreds, thousands of miles away from where this is happening. They don't care. Oh man. I'll go back a little bit. yeah, that that says it all. I know that social media sometimes gets, um, how we say here in the United States, a bad rap, a bad reputation, that it's used for, n- not good things, very superficial. But what I discovered in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, that, I really kind of got into it, and also getting to know Dimash's music, and through his music, getting to meet people from all over the world, uh, people that, and this is very difficult to say, people that our country seems to portray in a very negative light, in a very negative way, and that our way of thinking is stuck. It's living in the past. They think that every person, culture, religion is the same as they were 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years ago, and that it seems like they always tend to promote the negative of about people. When I started with Dimash, I had no idea really of what Russian people really thought about American citizens. I never knew what Ukrainian people thought of what American citizens were, Chinese people, South Koreans, you know. Um, I'm Mexican American, and I, I've seen it firsthand. Even within our own country, how minorities are treated, as subpar Americans. You know, um, you could see it with our black community. You know, um, what they endured um, during Two, World War II, when the American government rounded up all the Japanese Americans that were here and put them in basically concentration camps across the country, because they thought every Japanese citizen was anti-America. So they rounded them all up, no matter who they were, whether they were doctors or lawyers or school teachers, whatever, from babies to 100-year-old grandparents. As I got older, I realized that it's not really the people, you know, it's the people that run our governments are the ones that get corrupt. They may at one point may have had good intentions of trying to make our country better, but here, at least here in the United States, because of our capitalism, money, that buys you influence, that buys you votes, that buys you suppression, that buys you misinformation. greed, corruption. And it's not just one party, it's every party. I'm a very liberal person, and but I'm also very dedicated to my faith of Catholicism. And so it's like water and oil for me, because I see how can I be liberal and want to be open-minded and embrace every culture, every person. I don't care if they're Russian, I don't care if they're Ukrainian, or from China or wherever they're from. I want to know them. And I'm sure deep down they want to know who we are. And I think they know that not every American is bad. So through Dimash's music and YouTube and all these other things, I've been able to talk to a lot of people and meet a few of you in person. And we are the same. We want peace. We want brotherly love, sisterly love. I remember on my previous YouTube channel, I I would I would always say I would love to invite every single one of you to my home, to my country, to show you what we have as a human being, as an American citizen. Forget about all the ugliness that we have in our country. And our country's really messed up. And between what happened, actually tomorrow is the anniversary of January 6th, when all those rioters, insurrectionists, and I'll say it, terrorists, attacked our capital, our capital, our people's home. This is where we send our politicians that we voted for to go work out our issues and try to help. And you have other people that say, it was no big deal. They were just tourists. They didn't do nothing wrong. Really? In what demented world do you live in? We lost police officers, Capitol police officers that were there to protect those government officials that were certifying the votes. They lost their lives. And sadly, one of those insurrectionists, she lost her life because of it. And our country is divided. The United States is divided. It's either you're on that side or you're on that side. And before I always knew that, yeah, there's differences, but there was always a way to kind of get together and trying to work things out. Yeah, sometimes you didn't get what you want, but at other times you did get what you want. And it was that going back and forth. It's politics. It's the way things are. Now, our government is all about suing people, going to court, finding ways to buy politicians, put them in their pockets, how to get Supreme Court justices that do not deserve to be in our court, in our superior court. And they just greenlight them. They're in. And then you have another party that tries to get one of theirs nominees, and it's like, no. We can't do it now. It's close to an election. We're gonna do it next year instead. But then we just had the last president, he got in 3. And one of them right after the death of one Supreme Court justice. So all I know is that with all these wars that are around the world going on, my heart is broken. It's broken. Because I have friends that lived in Ukraine. I had friends that lived in Russia. I haven't heard from them. I don't know what happened to them. It's just so wrong. Why is love and understanding so hard? Why? Why can't we just have peace on earth? And just everybody love each other where we can all share. So that hunger, starvation, homelessness, housing is eradicated. It is done in the name of love and peace. And I know it's hard because I see it on the streets here. People that are homeless, living in tents, under freeways. And the best thing our government can do is just get a bulldozer and bulldoze their encampment and let them find another place for them to go live somewhere. That's not an answer. That's just a temporary excuse. So war is not the answer, folks. What that saying is, we should all open our hearts and talk and understand each other to see where we're coming from. And I bet you, in the end, we're all going to be like, you want the same thing I do. Why are we fighting? I was gonna talk about the vocals and the song, but the message got more. That got to me more. So I'm very sorry. Maybe I'll do another video where I'll break down the song a little more. But man, this one got me. From John to you guys. Peace, love, compassion. It's that simple. It's that simple. And still know you're all invited in my home. And I hope one day I could be invited to yours as friends. Love you guys. Be safe.